So guys, I have been watching some Deontay Wilder training footage as he prepares for Dominic Brazil, his challenge that will be contested on May 18th for the WBC World Championship. Now I noticed that his stance is very wide, his feet are far apart, which is good if he wants to get power on his shots, but it is slowing his feet up quite a bit, which means he cannot move away and move out of range when he wants to. So, he would be standing there with Dominic Brazil, which I guess if they have a shootout, it kind of favours Deontay Wilder because he has the better record for knockouts. But Dominic Brazil can hit hard also, so a trade-up is a risky business, but Wilder will hope to come off on top if they do get into an exchange. But again, it is slowing his feet up a lot, and I noticed his jab also. His jab is very, very good. He's looking fast also, he's pushing the jab out very quickly. But one thing I did notice is he's not putting together combos very well. He's putting together good shots, 1-2s, but not combinations. That's something he needs to work on. Not necessarily for Dominic Brazil, because I think he can get away with throwing hard shots and poking a good jab out, but in the future, combos are going to have to be something he has to work on, because he is very bad with that in his game. He is distributing his weight quite well when he throws from the back foot to the front foot, which gets a lot of power onto his shots. That's probably why he is so powerful, because his stance is so wide and he distributes his weight very well. But the only problem is, again, it does slow his feet up, so he cannot move out of range, or even step to the side and move away. He is very slow in that department, which will be hard for him against a faster opponent. Not necessarily against Dominic Brazil, but it would help him confuse and befuddle Dominic Brazil if he could do that in the fight. If he could step away and find a new angle, that would be something that Dominic Brazil would really struggle with. I noticed also that Deontay Wilder does not utilise lateral movement. There is no head movement either, which is a bad thing if he is going to get hit a lot from Dominic Brazil. Dominic Brazil is not a lot faster than Deontay Wilder. I'd say Wilder is the faster of the two. But if he starts landing and landing at ease, Deontay Wilder will go into his shell and maybe lose his confidence a little, because I think he is a fighter that fights mainly off of confidence. If he goes in there confident, then he believes he's going to knock them out. It can happen. To be honest, against the Lewis Ortiz fight, I don't think he was really that confident. I thought he knew that was a 50-50 fight. I think, to be honest, when he went in there with Tyson Fury, he expected to knock him out because he thought Tyson Fury wouldn't be ready for the challenge of the WBC World Champion. But he was wrong. But still, I think he went in there with that confidence. And against Ortiz, I don't think he had the same confidence. But I think against Dominic Brazil, he would think that he lands the first shot and Dominic Brazil would just go over. I think he has quite a static opponent here. At least in his mind, that is what he is thinking. That Dominic Brazil is just going to be stood there right in front of him for him to hit at will. And if he is fast enough, and as I said, if he can use angles also, that will completely confuse and throw off Dominic Brazil. He will not be able to deal with that. Also, I noticed that Deontay Wilder is looking for the straight right hand. That is something that I think Deontay Wilder does do quite well, the jab and then the straight right hand. I don't think he's the best boxer in the world, but that is something that is very good and something that he has in his arsenal. I noticed also though, he is not looking to the body. He doesn't throw any body shots, which is kind of bad to be honest, because he is fighting Dominic Brazil, who is a taller opponent. Not necessarily taller than Deontay Wilder himself, but he is a tall opponent. So working to the body, it would help him no end. And where Dominic Brazil does carry a bit of extra weight, that would slow him down. And also, Deontay Wilder's defense is way too wide. It's like a peekaboo guard, and where he has no lateral movement and no head movement, his head is just going to be static and he is vulnerable to being hit and countered. I think he is throwing straight shots very well, but the only thing is he is off balance when he throws his hooks, and he is not pulling his guard back fast enough in order to be defensive when the shots will be coming back his way. So Brazil probably could counter those shots. That maybe is something that Dominic Brazil will be looking at to counter Deontay Wilder, catch him off guard, because as I said, there is no head movement and there is no lateral movement. And with Deontay Wilder's guard and defense being not the best, and obviously if he is off balance when throwing the hooks, then Dominic Brazil will be able to counter. But guys, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on how this fight will play out, and what tactics do you think Deontay Wilder will be using to thwart Dominic Brazil, and vice versa? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below, please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.